Welcome to the podcast. Today, we, Janvi, Srinath, and Parvati are going to talk about the state of education for children below the poverty line in India. Education is a fundamental right for every child, but in India, poverty is an obstacle in accessing quality education. Can you share with us the current state of education for children living below the poverty line in India?
Unfortunately, the state of education for children in poverty in India is bleak. Nearly 30 million children are out of school, and among those who do attend, the quality of education is often poor. Lack of resources, inadequate infrastructure, and untrained teachers are just some of the challenges faced by these children. Also, the lack of diversity in education is a major problem.
Yes, children from low income families often attend schools that do not reflect the cultural, linguistic, and ethnic diversity of the communities they live in. This can lead to a lack of cultural sensitivity and understanding, and can also perpetuate poverty and inequality. Parents, community leaders, and local organizations can play a critical role in advocating for better education and providing support to schools and teachers. By working together, we can create a supportive and inclusive environment for learning.
In India, access to quality education remains a challenge for many children from low income families. One of the major issues is low enrollment of these children in schools. So, what are some of the reasons for this?
One reason is poverty itself. Many families living in poverty may not have the financial resources to send their children to school. They may need their children to work to support the family and may not see the value in education if they cannot afford to provide for their basic needs itself.
Another reason is lack of infrastructure and resources. In many rural or remote areas, there may be no schools nearby, or the schools that do exist may be of poor quality.
Additionally, I feel that the lack of awareness about the importance of education. Many families may not understand the long term benefits of education or may not be aware of the resources and opportunities available to help their children succeed in school.
I feel like cultural and societal factors also play a major role. In some communities, girls may not be encouraged to attend school, or there may be a belief that education is not necessary for children from low income families.
Finally, there is this issue of discrimination and stigma based on socio-economic status. Children from low income families may face discrimination in schools and may not feel welcome or valued. This can lead to lower enrollment and lower achievement in school.
So far, we have discussed the challenges faced by children from low income families in India. But what are some current initiatives aimed at improving access to education for these children?
There are several initiatives underway that aim to improve access to education for children from low income families in India. One such initiative is the government's Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, which aims to provide universal access to elementary education and improve the quality of education.
Another important initiative is the Right to Education Act, which mandates that every child in India has the right to free and compulsory education until the age of 14. The RTE Act has been instrumental in increasing enrollment and improving the quality of education in many parts of India.
There are also many non-profit organizations working to improve education for children in poverty in India. These organizations often focus on providing education and support to children in underserved communities and also work to raise awareness about the importance of education for children from low income families.
Private public partnerships have also been successful in providing education to children from low income families in India. These partnerships bring together the resources and expertise of both the private and public sectors to create sustainable solutions for education.
Technology has also been leveraged to provide education to children from low income families. For example, many organizations are using digital learning platforms to provide access to quality education to children who may not have access to traditional schools.
These initiatives are making a real difference in the lives of children from low income families in India, but there is still much work to be done. By continuing to focus on solutions and collaboration, we can ensure that every child has access to quality education, regardless of their background.
I'd like to further elaborate on what Parvati was saying in regards to technology. The role of technology in advancing quality education is instrumental in India. It gives way for the leapfrogging process, where certain stages of development are simply skipped thanks to newer technological availability.
We did discuss how one of the main challenges faced currently is lack of infrastructure. Perhaps technology could help us vault over that gap in an innovative new way.
Technology can provide access to quality education to children who may not have access to traditional schools. For example, digital learning platforms can provide access to educational content and resources, even in remote and underprivileged communities. Teachers can use technology to create interactive and engaging learning experiences and provide personalized support to students.
Technology can help to bridge the digital divide and ensure that children from low income families have access to the same educational opportunities as their peers, thus improving the efficiency of the education system. Initiatives such as providing low cost laptops or tablets to children in need can help to level the playing field and provide access to the same educational resources. It can help to streamline administrative tasks such as student assessment and tracking and provide real time data to educators and policymakers. Online learning platforms can provide access to high quality education resources regardless of where a child lives or their financial situation.
It's clear that technology has the potential to revolutionize access to education for children from low income families in India. By leveraging technology, we can ensure that every child has access to quality education, regardless of their background. While there is hope, it's clear that we need to address these challenges and provide these children with quality education. But how can we do this effectively?
One solution is to prioritize investment in education for children in poverty. This can include investing in infrastructure, teacher training, and programs that aim to improve the quality of education in these areas. Additionally, there should be efforts to increase diversity in schools and to provide bilingual education programs to help children from different cultural backgrounds succeed.